Oh, great shoulder stretch right there. Just feeling things really loosen up, open up. What's up, guys? This is Adam with A Game Health and Fitness, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 must-do upper body dynamic warm-ups. My name is Adam Clausen. I've been a personal trainer and strength and conditioning specialist for the past 15 years. I've worked with numerous other fitness professionals, chiropractors, physical therapists, massage therapists, Pilates instructors, masters in the fitness and health world to come up with these, my top 10 favorite, most amazing upper body warm-up stretches. These stretches you can do before you work out, during your workout, after your workout. They're going to help you reduce your risk of injury. They're going to help treat those aches and pains that you might currently be having. And I mean, how many of you out there have ever had a shoulder pain or neck pain or just tightness in the upper back and you can't move as well as you want to? You're having a tough time turning your head. You can't do the exercises that you enjoy, and therefore you're not getting the results that you want. So, that is really one of the keys to continuing to getting great results in the gym is being able to be consistent with your workouts and staying healthy and keeping your joints of the upper body healthy is going to allow you to do that. So if you're just joining us right now, take a second to like, comment on the video. Where are you watching from? Tag a friend or a family member that might enjoy, might benefit from learning some good stretches, or maybe you're sitting at work right now, you need some good stretches you can do, take a little break, or you're getting ready to work out, or if you're watching this on the website, it's part of the Claw Strong training program. Thank you for joining. So we're going to kick it off here, number 10. Here we go. We're going to lay down on the back. Laying down. Make sure that you have some space here, okay? You're going to press your lower back into the floor, and we're going to reach overhead. So we're getting a good lat stretch. Here we go. So let's check it out, a little different angle here. Get that lower back pressed into the floor. Keep it pressed into the floor, and you're reaching as high up overhead as you can. Our fingers are interlocked, sticking the thumbs out, trying to touch the ground. Make sure you're not arching your back. That's going to make it very easy to touch the floor. And that's not going to allow us to target the lats, okay? The lats and the thoracic spine, that is what we're trying to get stretched out here. Here we go. Good stretch right there. If this is too easy, you can touch the thumbs, not the fingertips, the thumbs to the floor. Or you can try to touch the back of your hands to the floor. All right, main thing is keep your arms straight. Okay, don't just bend them so that you'll be able to touch the ground. Okay, so straight arms, good. So that is number 1 right there. Number 2, we're going to do a little rotational stretch here. So knees staying in place, interlock your fingers, straight arms. We're going to roll onto that right shoulder. You can bend the bottom arm and keep that top arm straight, and you're trying to touch the ground at the level that your shoulder is at. Exhaling as you touch the ground. Then we're rolling over to the other side. Take a breath in. Exhale as you touch that floor. And then we're going to keep going side to side as many times as you want. To get a little better stretch, you can move your legs the opposite direction. All right, but definitely don't let them roll with you. All right, that's going to take away from that great thoracic mobility stretch here that we're doing. Exhaling every time we touch the ground. Now we're going to do a single arm. This is still number 9. Reaching over to the left arm with that right hand, trying to touch as close as you can to the wrist. If you're only able to touch your bicep, that's okay. That's where you can touch. But definitely reach all the way down, rolling onto that left shoulder and keeping the knees straight, keeping those knees steady. So we're only focusing on the upper body right here. Exhaling as we touch that opposite arm. Good. Moving on, number 8. Gonna lay on your side. stick your both arms out in front of you, and we're going to reach that right arm out to the side. Return where you started. Exhaling as you're laying back. So this is the side lying windmill stretch. It's going to help open up the chest, helps with shoulders, pecs, thoracic spine, neck. All of these stretches are going to target those areas. All right, we're getting the other side here. So laying on the side, reaching back, reaching up a little bit. Not doing too forceful of a stretch, just a mild to moderate stretch. Exhaling as you go deeper into that stretch. Very good. It's starting to loosen up now. Gonna get ready for that upper body workout. Good. So that was number 8. Number 7 here. This is really just going to target the shoulder. If you have shoulder pain, any impingement where you're having pain, let's say with your bench pressing, overhead pressing, this is a great stretch for you. You're going to start by laying on top of that bottom arm. Get right up on top of it, not where your head's lying on it, where you've got your shoulders stacked, okay? Next, stick that arm straight out from your body. Then bend your arm. So you're making a 90-degree angle with your arm. Okay, elbow is up at shoulder height. Then you're going to place that left hand on top of the right wrist and gently push that wrist towards the floor. Okay, when you get to the point where you're feeling the stretch, back off just a little bit and then continue. Okay, so we're getting right into that shoulder joint. Great. Stretch for your rotator cuff. Again, exhaling as you press down on that arm. If your elbow starts dropping down, just bring it back up, okay? There we go, good. Another thing, we want to keep the hand close to your body. So as you're pressing down, keeping that hand close, not letting it get away from your body. All right, we're going to switch sides here over to that left side. Stick that arm straight out from the body, bend it, and begin pressing. Make sure you're getting right on top of your shoulders. So you have your shoulders stacked, one right on top of the other. Okay? This is an excellent warm-up stretch if you do a lot of throwing. So if you're a baseball player, this is going to help loosen up those internal rotators. There we go. You can even move your hand back and forth a little bit. It's nice and easy. Just spend a lot of time down in that area where you're feeling a mild stretch. Stay right down in there. You don't have to go all the way back up and down. There you go. So that is number 5. That's number 7. That's the sleeper stretch. Moving on down, number 6. If you're just joining us, take a second to like, comment, share this video, tag somebody who might benefit, that maybe you know somebody that has some shoulder pain, neck pain, just very tight, like a tin man, so or tin woman. So go ahead and tag them in this video. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. All right, here we go. Moving on, number 6. Side to side, child's pose. So first we're going to get into child's pose, toes touching, knees apart. Set that head down on the ground. Then we're going to walk your arms to the right. Walk them all the way to the right, as far as you can. So you're feeling a good stretch up that left side, into that left lat. Then walk your arms over to the right side, or left side, sorry, all the way to the left, as far as you can go. Sink that head down, and we're going to keep going from one side to the other. We're not really spending much time in that stretch position, just getting into that stretch and then getting out of it. Good, so that's number 6, all right? Number 5, getting into all fours, okay? So shoulders right above your hands, hips right above the knees. we're going to inhale, arch the back, look up, and then exhale as we round your back and look down. Try to touch your chin to your chest. Inhale again, arching and looking up. Exhaling as we round and look down. Trying to press the upper back towards the ceiling. One more time, arching, looking up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then doing the opposite, rounding the back, spreading those shoulder blades apart. Big exhale. Very good, that's a great one. Already starting to feel loose. Things are opening up. Man, I can't wait to do a little upper body workout. All right, number 4, moving down the list. We're getting back into that all fours position, okay? So shoulders right on top of the hands, hips right on top of the knees. We're going to take that left hand, slide it along the floor, reach through, dropping that left shoulder towards the ground, bending the right arm, then coming up out of it, and then we're going to reach up. Nice rotation. There you go, working on that thoracic mobility. That's right. Exhaling as we reach up. Exhaling as we're getting into that full stretch here at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale again. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as we get to the bottom stretch. Inhale. Exhale for the top stretch. All right, we're going to do the other side. So getting that right arm, giving that right side some love. Here we go. Reaching that right hand through, dropping that right shoulder. Exhale. Then inhale as we're coming up. Exhale again. So this, again, another great stretch. If you've got tight shoulders, tight neck, tight thoracic spine, just don't feel good when you're working out, just feeling like you need to be looser or you're having some aches or pains, give this routine a try. You don't need to do it every day. You don't need to do 10 to 20 reps of everything. It's going to take a little more time in the beginning to get used to it, but once you get it down, you're just going to be able to fly right through, get this whole routine done in 5-10 minutes. There we go. One more reaching through. One more reaching up. Exhaling. Good. All right. So we're getting down to the top 3. Top 3 must do upper body dynamic warm-up stretches. My name is Adam with A Game Health and Fitness. If you're just joining us, we're doing my top 10 favorite upper body dynamic warm-up stretches of all time that I've come across in my 15 years as a certified personal trainer and strength and conditioning specialist with the National Strength and Conditioning Association. Next up, you're going to need a stick. Okay, it could be a broomstick, it could be a PVC pipe, something that is lightweight, and you're also going to need a bench or a chair. All right, we're going to move that into position here. So grab that bench or chair. All right, then we're going to take an underhand grip on your stick, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, okay? So here we go, a little bit wider. Now the wider you hold on, the more stretch you're going to get. The closer you hold, the less intense that stretch is going to be. So we're going to start just outside the shoulders, okay? Then the elbows, you're going to bring them inside the shoulders. So we see the hands are outside, the elbows are inside the shoulders. Then we're going to place those elbows on your chair or your bench. Okay, we're going to make sure our knees are not too far away from that bench. We want to keep the lower back flat, so bring those knees closer to the bench or the chair. Then we're going to sit back. And as we sit back, we're going to begin to feel that good stretch in the shoulders, the lats, dropping that head down, right back off the edge of the bench. Then we can sit up again, ease off that stretch, and then sit back into it. Exhaling as we go deeper into that stretch. So every rep, we're trying to get a little bit lower than we did the previous rep, not by much, even if it's just by a centimeter. Here we go. And as things begin to loosen up, you can bring those elbows a little closer together so you can increase the intensity of that stretch. Love this stretch. If you've got tight shoulders, if you have difficulty reaching overhead and getting a full range of motion on your overhead press, so if you have difficulty, if you can only get to here and you can't get to here, especially without arching your back, okay, you've got some tight lats. That's one of the reasons that you might have some difficulty reaching overhead. So that, number 3, that is my next favorite stretch. All right, number 2, we're getting closer. Number 2, this is going to address your neck, these series of stretches here. So we're going to tilt the head side to side, trying to bring your ear down towards your shoulder. Okay, make sure you're not letting your shoulders move. So what you can do is you can just put your hands behind your back. That'll help keep your shoulders in place. And you can do this seated if you're at work. Okay, you can do it at the gym. Just throwing a little ankle stretch here at the same time. Trying to kill a few birds with one stone here. All right, next you're going to turn your head side to side. So looking all the way to the left, looking all the way to the right, or vice versa. I'm getting my rights and lefts mixed up. There we go. Next one, we've got looking up and down. Little tip here, when you're looking up, keep your mouth closed. And that's going to give you a little more stretch in the front of the neck. Nice and easy there. All right, last one for the neck. Place your right hand on your left collarbone. So you're kind of holding that left collarbone down. Then you're going to turn your head to the right. Then slowly tilt your chin up. Great stretch right there in the front of the neck. Then we're going to switch sides. Left hand on that left collarbone. Turn your head to the left. Slowly look up. Bring that chin up. Good stretch in the front of the neck on the right side. Then we're just going to get going side to side. Nice and easy. Not forcing anything. There we go. So that was number 2. All right, number 1 here. Number 1, we're going to stand up for our final stretch here. Now you can use either a band or that dowel, that PVC pipe. Okay, you want to have a PVC pipe that is long enough in case you have very long arms, so go ahead and lengthen it to whatever length you need, or just use a band. Band is probably easiest. Okay, start out with a decent amount of tension on that band. All right, make sure you have your pelvis tucked up so that your lower back is not arched. We want a flat lower back. Then lifting the arms up overhead. Keep the arms straight. We're going to reach that band back behind your head, trying to touch your back. Okay. Make sure that while you're doing this, you're keeping the rib cage slightly tilted down so that we're not just arching your back in order to reach back there. Okay. If you can only get to here, hey, that's where you're starting. Just keep getting to that point. All right. And then little by little, you'll be able to get back all the way. Make sure, now this can be, you could potentially injure your shoulder if you're, for example, if you're holding on too close and there's just too much tension. All right, so make sure there's not a lot of tension on your band if you're using a band. But this is definitely my number 1 favorite upper body must-do dynamic warm-up stretches. Just really opens up the chest, opens up the shoulders. If you have trouble with overhead squats, overhead presses, okay, this stretch right here really help prepare the body for those kinds of exercises. All right, if you're doing it with a dowel, good wide grip on the dowel. When you're doing snatches, your grip should be wide enough so that the dowel is resting right at the crease of the hips. So that's a good grip to use for this stretch with a dowel. okay? It's going to be tougher. You don't have the ability to go wider with your hands, so you might not be able to do as great of a range of motion, but definitely something you can work towards. Okay, again, keeping that rib cage tilted down so that the rib cage is not moving as you're going through that stretch. Now, if I decide, okay, I'm going to loosen things up, I'm going to lift my rib cage up, then we're going farther back. You know, it looks like you're getting more stretch, but really there's nothing happening right in here. This is all staying in the same spot. All you did was move your lower back. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep the lower back locked in place, keeping that rib cage locked in place, and then just stay right there in that sweet spot, right where you're having the trouble. Just repeat that motion right there. All right, so those are my top 10 favorite upper body dynamic warm-up stretches. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw in a bonus stretch. All right, one bonus stretch. What you're going to need is one of these guys. You're just going to need a foam roller. All right, we're going to get back down on the ground here for this one. So for this one, you're going to lay on your roller. You're going to place that roller right under the middle of your back, close to the shoulder blades. Okay, we're going to lay those legs straight out so your lower body is acting as a weight. Okay, then you're going to put your hands on the back of your head. You're going to slowly lay back, exhaling as you lay back. Amazing thoracic spine stretch. Okay, we're going to do this a few times. We're going to do this a few times at each position. So after you've done a few reps, then you can slide yourself up a little bit so you're moving that roller down your back just a couple of inches. Just one or two vertebrae lower, and then you're going to repeat that stretch. So you might just be getting a little bit of mobility right now, but as you continue, as you're doing this regularly, you're going to begin to increase that range of motion. There we go, working our way down again. So you can do a few reps, and every few reps, just work your way down towards the middle of your back. Just do not go to the lower back, only to the middle. All right? There we go. I'm just going to keep going. This feels so good. And again, if you wanted to make this a static stretch, then you just lay back and hold it right there. And you can lay in that position for several minutes. So, hey, that's it. Those are my top 10 and the bonus stretch, upper body must-do dynamic warm-ups. Again, if you haven't done it yet, please like this post, share the video, tag a friend or family member that might benefit from doing this. Leave a comment. What was your favorite exercise? What was your favorite stretch? Which one did you feel was the most beneficial for you? Hey, also ask me, what other videos might you enjoy watching? What kinds of topics do you want me to talk about? Because obviously I like to talk. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. And one last thing. Don't forget to bring your A game. That's right.